Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be making this patriotic decorative towel. Now I not only make these for the kitchen, but I think they're fun to hang in the guest bathroom, in the powder room, in the kids' bathroom, just to add a little bit of decoration for the holidays. And this towel is very versatile. We can use this for all of the patriotic holidays. So it's really simple. This design came from Creative Fabrica. If you're not aware, they have a ton of embroidery files, and I will link this one in the description below the video. It was on sale today, but I am a member, so I can get unlimited downloads anytime I want from Creative Fabrica. So without further ado, let's hop over to the video. Okay, so I have printed out my design and I've printed out my instructions. Now what I do, because I have a Ricoma and it takes DST files, which doesn't really read the preset colors, and since this is a red, white, and blue design, I want to keep the integrity of all the colors. I did change the glasses in my case to red, but what I do to get the correct color chart without having to go in and change everything in the DST file to the right colors, I just pull up the PES file and print out the directions for that. And then I actually save the DST file to my jump drive and use that on the Ricoma. But for my printout and for my instructions, I just pull up another file type because the DST file doesn't actually read colors, it reads stops. So with that being said, I printed out my colors. I did, like I said, I changed just a couple things. And then I printed out my image and I just trimmed it down a little bit. You can see there's some lines right here. That's my horizontal center. So what I like to do is use a quilting ruler. This towel came from Target. These aren't always super straight. So I just wanted to, and you can kind of tell that on my grid on my mat. If I put this on the line, this kind of goes down and around. You can see this isn't exactly straight. If I line that side up. So what I like to do is use a quilting ruler, and I will use that to, first of all, make sure that I get a straight line down here across the bottom of the towel, just like that. So it may not necessarily be exactly squared, but as long as I'm straight with the bottom of the towel, it's going to look straight. And then I'm going to use the horizontal lines right there, make sure that they're even with one of the lines on my ruler. And so that way I know it's pretty straight. I also can double check by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares to my design, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares to the edge of my design. So I know that I'm pretty well centered. And I've got mine about 2.5 inches from the bottom of the towel. So once I've got that into place, I've just put some straight pins in there just to secure the paper down. So I'm going to bring in my Mighty Hoops square fixture. We are going to be using the 5.5 inch Mighty Hoop, which if you have watched many of my videos, you know that's my very favorite. We're also going to be using some tearaway. So I put the bottom frame down. You're going to lift up these little flaps. That's where your tearaway is going to go. I've got 2 sheets of tearaway here. Just want to make sure that my towel is going to stay in place. Okay, so then we're going to place our towel over the hoop. I'm going to keep it straight. We have a center line reference here. This is about the center here. I'm just going to make sure that's taut. Then we're going to take our top hoop. There are grooves right here. These bolts fit right inside those grooves. And then you simply drop and release. Okay guys, I'm on the Ricoma EM1010. I have my DST file. I've pulled it up. You can see I have reversed it because our towel, remember we've put the design upside down. I've used my ledger and gone into the colors and programmed each color. Each line has 6 colors, so 6, 12, 13 colors. We've got 13 steps. Now you can color sort this if you want. I just left everything as is. Since I have a multi-needle, I'm not worried about changing the threads in and out. That's the beauty of a multi-needle, is I don't have to stop and do that. So we're gonna hit escape. If you don't know how to rotate your design, you go into design set, and you'll find the letter F right here. You just click on it and you find the one that you want. So we wanted it completely upside down, so I chose the upside down F right there. And that is how I rotated my design. Hit escape. I went to needle number 1, and then I made sure that it was centered on my design. So again, I'm on needle number 1, and I have got that centered right in the center of my design. So now I just want to make sure and take out my pins and my design. And we're just going to hit escape. We're going to make sure the machine's locked up, and we're going to trace, and we're going to watch that needle number 1's not coming anywhere near the frame. And it looks like we are good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start. Whoa, 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 whoa. Catch it, put it in a jar to have and to hold, to save for later. You cannot trust it to come again, to wait for you to find a pen and fill the paper with the message that it wants to send. Grab it, hold it by its tail before it escapes. You know its ways and you cannot lose it, that's what you fear. So hold it up against your ear and very carefully listen to what it wants you to hear. Here's our finished product. How cute is she? Before I unhoop, I always like to flip it over and go ahead and trim off my tails. Just makes it easier to see them. But she stitched out so nicely. And again, I'll have this design linked in the description below. I think it is so cute. They have so many fun designs. Sleeping in its nest before it wakes up. Touch it gently, you want it feeling completely calm. So you can hold it in your palm and help it grow just like it was born to be. Come, 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 come. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to click that bell so that you're notified every time there is a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, never stop making. See ya. Bye-bye.